Hey, if you like these videos, go to our YouTube page, which is Heath Wiggins, and subscribe to these videos and hit subscribe.
Like and subscribe.
Okay. Sorry for that interruption, but we have to get that out the way before we forget.
All right. Another question. You want to read this?
The last one.
Oh, that's my turn.
Yep.
What do you do when you realize that you're not ready for marriage but you're already married?
Ooh. Ooh. Wait, what?
What do you do when you realize that you're not ready for marriage,
But you done jumped the
but
broom
you're already
already?
married? You in a bad situation, bro.
Shut your mouth.
Let me see. I think you've come to realize that because the issues and the problems and the things that there are to solve in a relationship, you don't have the capacity or understanding how to do it. And therefore you feel like,
I think I bit off more than I could chew.
That's a common feeling though, for real. We went through it for a very short period of time.
Very short.
But people feel like the things that they are going through are hard, and their normal processes or problem solving tactics don't work. I look at it this way: that you don't end up in a happy marriage; you grow into a happy marriage, and so there's always a growth process that's involved in marriage, especially if you're newlyweds. There's a growth process, and so you need to embrace the fact that there's things that you don't know, and you're going to have to learn and grow into.
And it's an adjusting period, and that adjusting period is always at the beginning.
Yes.
So it's kind of
the transition period. Yes.
Adjusting / growing.
And what you're adjusting is your expectations on what you thought was right and correct and would work versus what actually is right and correct in what works, or the converse of that, what you're doing wrong, what's incorrect, and what doesn't work. That's how you know what to work on. The thing that causes the most stress in your relationship, that's the thing that you now are going to need to focus on, because that's the thing that your relationship is telling you this is a problem. And if communication causes a lot of problems, then that's what you know you need to work on. Is it the listening portion of communication? Is it the talking portion? Is it the understanding or understanding the perspective of the communication? You have to be intent on expanding and adjusting your expectations about what you know is right, wrong, good, bad, inappropriate, appropriate, and those things.
And if everybody is on that same page at the beginning, you work through it. You know, it's normal. That's what everybody goes through at the beginning. But if both parties are not on that page, then that's what makes it, virtually, hard and impossible.
Yeah, a lot of the times
it feels impossible.
Because a lot of the times, some people feel like my way is the right way, and they fight for their right to be right. And when you were single, you was always right, but now that you're in a relationship, you're realizing that your right is not working.
No.
And you plant a flag on that rightness, and you try to stay there, and you don't want to move. That's when you know this approach, this strategy is not working. And so the realization that the things that you are not ready for in marriage is not working, and you're already married, that just means that that's the area you need to focus on. You need to be flexible and adjust some of your expectations on. And even though you may not be ready at that point, your relationship is telling you this is what you need to work on. This is you may not be ready for it, but here, just like if you got a test that you're taking and you may not be ready for it, guess what? Now it's time to take this test, and you can't be like,
well, let me give me some more time, or maybe I made a mistake going to this school.
No, you didn't make a mistake going to the school, but the issue in your relationship is telling you what you need to focus on. And it's not something you need to run from. It's actually something you need to run toward and try to work on.
It's it's growing pains.
Yeah.
So it'll make you better, but you got to go through it to get to the better.
Yeah, that's true. Good job. Good point.
Thank you. Welcome.